Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Learn Data Analytics with Blessing. In today's video, we'll both be exploring the Microsoft Power BI desktop interface together, just as I said we'll be doing in our last video. We stopped here in our last video after installing Power BI desktop on our system. Like I said, you can see now that I have something here. That's because I've worked on a data. That's why you're seeing the recent file. So if you are new to Power BI, you might not see anything here because you don't have anything you've worked on recently. But if you are not, obviously, and you've used it, you would see your recent files here. Then we have a part for recommended. If you are new, you might want to try just check this out. The introductory part of Power BI here that Microsoft recommended for you. To open a blank report, we'll now be showing us the interface of Microsoft Power BI desktop. Just come here, you can see blank report. All these here are sources you can draw data from. Is it from OneLake Data Hub or Excel workbook or SQL Server, or you want to get data from other sources that are not here? But I want to just open the interface. So double click on this blank report, double click, and it takes you here, waiting for it to load up everything together. Very good. So we have this, just like Microsoft Excel, where we have different tabs. I remember I told you we have 7 tabs by default in Microsoft Excel. Here in Power BI, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tabs by default. These are the tabs: the Home tab, the Insert tab, the Modeling tab, the View, Optimize, and we have the Help. When you click on the Home tab, of course, we're currently on the Home tab. You can see the clipboard group, and every of this group we have something here. We have some functions here. In the data group, you can see we have functions to get data either from Excel workbook, from OneLake Data Hub, from SQL Server, enter data, and the rest. Then the queries group, do you want to transform your data or you want to refresh? The inserts. Checking for insert tab, you can see we have different groups having different functions. Modeling, same thing for modeling, calculations, relationship, page refresh, groups, then with their functions in it. View, same thing. Okay, Power BI desktop consists of 3 primary views before, but now it's now 4. What are these 3 primary views before they added the last one? The 3 primary views are the report view, the table view, the model view, and these are like the first 3 before now, but now it's now 4. The last one just added recently, data query view. Let's check out the report view. What is a report view all about? The report view is designed to build interactive reports with visuals like your charts, tables, sliders. Now currently we are on the report view, and what you're seeing here, this place where you see add data to your report is called the canvas. These are like the key sections in the report view. We have the canvas, which is like the central workspace where you can create and arrange your visuals. Then we have the visualization pane. This is the visualization pane. This is where the tools to either add, modify, or format a visual is. You can see we have some visuals here. You can see stack bar charts, stack column chart, you can see clustered bar chart, and they like to have different charts here. If you want to pick, once I click on any of these now, you would see it here. Can you see? Even if there's no data now on it, but anytime I click on any visual, you get to see it on the canvas, because this is where you get to interact and build your report. Then if you want to format your visual, change the color, increase size of your labels, just do some formatting to the visual, you get to do that here. This button here, format your visual. When I click on it, you can see you're seeing nothing because we don't have any data here to format. That's why you're not seeing anything. So then we have after visualization pane, we have the data pane. This data pane is that place that displays all your available data sets and your calculated feeds and your measures. So anytime, the only reason why you're not seeing anything here is because we've not imported any data into Power BI desktop. The moment we import data into Power BI desktop, you get to see all the data you've imported right here. This is the data pane. Then we have the filter pane, right? The filter pane is that pane where you get to apply filters to your report, to a page, or to visual. You get to visual either report level, page level, or visual level. Anytime you want to apply filter, you get to do it here on the filter pane. That's that on the report view. Now the next thing I want to look at is the table view. This is the table view. You're not seeing anything here, like I said, because we don't have data. What is this table view all about? This table view is where you get to inspect and manage the data loaded into your Power BI model. If I load in the data now, you get to see the data here in tabular form. You see it in tabular form. You get to see it exactly the way it is, but the way you view it in Microsoft Excel sheet, you see it here in tabular form. What do you do here? You can view your data in tabular form, like I said. You can, make some minor data transformation or create calculated columns. Don't worry about that. When we get to the aspect of creating calculated columns and measures, you understand what calculated column, even if we've done it something like that in Power Pivot. That's in Microsoft Excel. Okay, then we have the model view. This model view is where you can see, we don't have anything yet, but there's a diagram showing that it's about connecting your tables together. The model view is where you define relationship between tables in your data set. So all you have to do is to drag and connect tables using both the primary keys and the foreign keys. You get to view relationship lines to understand the table connection. You get to delete relationship, make one active, make one inactive. Anything about connecting tables together, you get to do them here in your model view. That's that on the model view. And the last part is the DAX query view. The DAX query view. So what is this DAX query view all about? You can take it all when you're checking it out. You can take it all. What do you do here in the DAX query view? What we do here is to create, edit, and manage DAX expressions within your model. So sometimes I create my DAX or measure using DAX on the formula bar, but with this you can easily come here, type in your DAX, create your measure, create whatever you want to create right here in the data query group. Then the next thing we have the, so let me just go back to the report view. So we have the page tab. This is the page tab. You can, with this plus sign, you get to add new pages. So if I click on this plus sign, I get to see another page, another plus sign, get to see another page. Of course, if you want to delete it, you can just delete the page by clicking on that cancel this. Okay, let me just delete this. Delete. Can you see when you hover around? Can you see this sign, like this X? If you want to delete the page, just click on that and it will delete the page for you, bringing that option if you want to delete or not. And so with this, you can add more pages to your report. So with this page tab, you get to manage multiple report pages within a single Power BI file. Then we have the status bar. This status bar gets to display updates, errors, and the model refresh progress. So if you want to zoom in, zoom out, we have the plus and the minus sign here to do that. Then if you want to adjust your Power BI, the way it's looking now, do you want to adjust this to fit to page, or so anyhow you want to do it. These are functions that you use here. This is telling you, okay, this is page 2 of 2, this is page 1 of 1, just reading the status. That on the Power BI interface. Then of course, if you want to come here to go back to the backstage, if you click on file, then file brings you back here. Do you want to open an existing report, or you want to save the one you just worked on, or you want to save it as something else, or you want to share it, or you want to get data, or you want to import data in, or you want to export. So you can export your file, your Power BI PBIS file, into either PDF. Now let's click on export and you get to see the options. Can you see Power BI template, export? Let's go to import. So can you see, do you want to import from Power BI template, or you want to import Power BI visual from file, or you want to import Power BI visual from App Store, or from Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View? Get data. Can you see we have different sources you can get data from, just like how we did in Microsoft Excel. Then share. Do you want to share with people? So of course, if you want to share, you would have to upload it, either upload it to OneDrive, or you upload it to your Power BI service and copy the link, or add the mails of those you want to send it to. that's how we do that. Let me go back again and let's see. Then do you want to save as or save? When you click on this save it, to save it. Save as means you want to probably save it in another name or save it in another format. So that's just, so if you want to sign out, that's if I'm currently signed in. I'll show us how you can sign in later in a tutorial video, because you can't use a personal email to sign in into Power BI service. It has to be either an organization email or a work email or a school email that you would use to sign in. Then options, you want to do some small settings, you want to set some things in Power BI. You did that here in options and settings. You want to get to know more about your Power BI, the version and everything, come here and click on about. It gives you more details on it. So this is just how the whole Power BI interface looks like. So I would show us, you get to understand better and better when we start working with it. That's all on Microsoft Power BI interface. Alright, so we meet in our next video. If you are just visiting my channel for the very first time, my name is Ibrahim Blessing and I'm a data analyst. Do well to hit that subscribe button so as not to miss out from videos that will be coming next after this. I promise you're going to learn more than one or two from the video. Bye.